Welcome back to Go Statesmen TV. Clayton Coffman joined with Director of Athletics Jeremy McClain inside the Simmons Room of the Hugh Ellis Walker Alumni House. Big day, Mr. McClain. A new direction in Statesmen basketball. Coach Jim Boone, very impressed by his press conference, and I know the search committee, along with yourself, were very impressed with what he has to offer. And what was the search process like in bringing in Coach Boone?
You know, we had a lot of interest in the job. I was really overwhelmed by the amount of people interested from all over the country, and so it wasn't an easy process by any stretch of the imagination. But Coach Boone really kind of came to the top pretty quickly. Obviously, his experience, his level of success at different levels in his career, 20-plus years in the business, and Final Fours under his belt, and all those things. So he definitely came to the surface very quickly, and as we looked into it and talked to some people in the business, it became pretty apparent that he was a guy we needed to have here on campus, talking to more in depth about what his thoughts were.
He has a career in the past of Division II schools where he knows how to win at that level, and I'm sure when you saw his record at West Virginia Wesleyan and other places, that lit up your eyes, and his direction with our program coming up, I mean, it looks like he can do that.
Yeah, I really believe that. I mean, we firmly believe that he's a guy who can point us in the right direction and get the program where it needs to be on a national level. And obviously, like you said, his Division II success, and there is quite a difference between Division I and Division II, just from a resource standpoint and how you have to approach some things. So that definitely was a feather in the cap once we started looking at who we wanted to visit with.
The moment he came onto campus for that, that personal interview that everyone hopes to get at some point in their lives, what stuck out the most to you and the search committee when he was talking to you guys?
Yeah, just Jim's level of professionalism, just his ability to communicate his objectives, and like I said, we knew about his knowledge of the game and how successful he had been, but just the ability to communicate what he wanted and how he wanted to go about doing it. His confidence in his ability to make that work here, really kind of opened everyone's eyes, and I think started that process.
That was Jeremy McClain, Director of Athletics for Delta State. We're going to send it over to Matt Jones, who's standing with the new Statesman basketball coach, Jim Boone.
Thanks, Clayton. We're joined now by Coach Jim Boone, who was named men's basketball coach here today at Delta State. Coach, a nice crowd on hand to introduce you to the Delta and Delta hospitality, and we're certainly glad to finally have you on campus.
Oh, I cannot tell you how excited I am to be here today, and what a welcome. I mean, it was definitely overwhelming in a very positive way, very humbling, and just blessed and couldn't be more excited than I am to be here today.
We certainly know about your track record getting here, very successful tenure at California, Pennsylvania, 2 Final Four trips there, over 360 victories on the Division II level, and I know you're certainly going to bring that intensity here to our men's program, but what will you be bringing to our program? I guess stylistically, your style of play, what can our fans expect when they see the first Jim Boone basketball game this year?
Well, I hope that people that come and see us play, and I know that people that come and see us play are going to say, wow, this is a team that really plays hard. And I know a lot of coaches say that, but we're going to play extremely hard. We're going to play the game the right way. We're going to play hard, and we're going to play unselfishly. But with that being said, from a basketball perspective, you're going to see a team that's going to really value the ball. We're going to take care of the ball. We're going to be very sure with the ball. We're going to be a team that takes great shots. I think the shot selection can be the greatest determinant of your success or lack thereof if you're not taking good shots. And then obviously, as we have talked about all day, we're going to be a team that defends. With those things, we really like to bring a brand of just a blue-collar approach, a blue-collar toughness, a blue-collar grit, just a team that's going to compete every possession and have a sense of urgency in every possession that we play.
Again, Delta State naming Coach Jim Boone head basketball coach today on the men's side. Taking over this late in April, what kind of challenges does that have for you?
Well, the first thing we want to do is get to know the players that are currently in the program. Didn't have an opportunity, obviously, to develop the type of bonds you do going through the recruiting process. And I've said it a number of times that when we take over a program, they're not somebody else's players. They're our players. They're my players now, and so I want to get to know them. That's that's one of the first orders of business. And then obviously I want to meet with our coaching staff. Heard great things about the coaching staff that's in place, assistant coaching staff, and want to get to know them. Obviously. And then I want to get out as much as I can in the community while we're working to recruit and fill our roster needs for next year.
Again, Coach Jim Boone taking over today at Delta State. You can find out more information about Coach Jim Boone and the beginnings of the Jim Boone era on GoStatesman.com. We'll take a timeout, come back with more Go Statesman TV right after this.